Hey DCYTH, it's Jackie. Today I'm going to be bringing you your daily Devo. I'm going to be talking about taking your thoughts captive. This topic has been super vital to me, especially in college. It wasn't until I realized that the Lord gives you authority over your thoughts that my perspective totally changed and my relationship with God grew a lot deeper. It's easy to think that we don't have control over our thoughts, that how we think is just the way we think and how we feel is just the way that we feel, but that's simply not true. 2 Corinthians says, "We use God's mighty weapons, not worldly weapons, to knock down the strongholds of human reasoning and destroy false arguments. We destroy every proud obstacle that keeps people from knowing God. We capture their rebellious thoughts and teach them to obey Christ." Basically what it's saying is that we don't have to accept negative mindsets that we have and that the Lord gives us authority over them. One of my favorite verses is John 8:32. It says, "You will know the truth and the truth will set you free." And the truth is that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. And once I started to really not just read those scriptures, but truly believe them, it gave me so much hope for any circumstance that I'm in, that even if God didn't take me out right in the moment, then I knew that He cares more about our perspective and how we view it. And He doesn't want us to just survive, but He wants us to get stronger and to lean on Him in everything that we're doing. One way to think of it is everything you're doing up until now is just a habit, whether it's good, bad, intentional, or unintentional. Maybe you've had a habit of getting up and drinking a glass of water every day, or checking your phone every morning. Some of you maybe have unintentional habits of waking up every morning and the first thing you do is have an anxious thought or a negative thought or angry thought. And it's easy to start the day off that way. But when you truly believe that God gives you authority over your thoughts, that you can gain victory over those things because you're not alone and He gives you the power to do that. Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." God speaks to us in the stillness and the quiet, and what better way to hear His voice than now when we're forced to be home and quarantined. One thing that helped me when I was in college, when I was dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety, is I wrote out a daily declaration of what's true, what God says is true about me and where He wants to take me. Because when you're going through something hard, it's easy to not be encouraged and not feel like you're going to get through it. But the Lord says when you speak things out and believe it, your mind will also begin to agree. So I started to see my thoughts shifting and my perspective shifting once I decided to wake up and start my daily habit of speaking out truth and speaking out declarations. And it's hard to change things overnight. It definitely took some time, but you can at least take one thought captive. You can at least try and reflect on what's one thing that I may need to have a change in perspective on or surrender to the Lord. And He's faithful and He's going to meet you where you're at. So this is one thing that's really helped me throughout the last few years, and I really hope it can be encouraging to you all.